Very good morning, students. Students, today we will start the new chapter, and the name of the chapter is Reproduction in Plants. So, in today's class, we will study about types of reproduction in plants and asexual reproduction in plants. Students, as you all know that all the living organisms, which including plants and animals, have the capability to produce new individual during their lifespan. So, this process of producing a new organism of the same species is called reproduction. So, the new individual which is produced are the copies of their parents. So, the process of reproduction is one of the important life process and is essential for the continuity of the species. Students, reproduction is not only for continuity of the species, it is also very necessary for preservation of the species because it increases the number of members of a species. So, let's start with our first topic, that is modes of reproduction in plants. So, basically in plant body consists of two main parts, that is vegetative part and reproductive part. What is vegetative part? So, the various part of a plants such as roots, stem, leaves. So, each with a specific function is called vegetative parts. And what is the reproductive part? The parts of a plant that participate in the process of sexual reproduction are called reproductive parts or organs. So, students, different organisms reproduce in a different way. In plants, there are two different methods of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Now, what is asexual reproduction? This is the type of reproduction in which new organisms are produced by plants without seeds. Now, what is sexual reproduction? It is the type of reproduction in which new organisms develop from seeds. Now, first we will talk about asexual reproduction. So, just only I explained you about asexual reproduction. So, what is basically asexual reproduction? It is the process in which only one parent is involved in the production of new individual of the same kind. So, this type of reproduction is called asexual reproduction. So, asexual reproduction in plants occurs through following methods like vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation, spore formation. Now, next topic is vegetative propagation. So, students, in this type of reproduction, new plants are produced from vegetative parts of the parent plant like roots, stems or leaves. So, roots, stems or leaves, these are the vegetative parts of a plant. So, thus there is no involvement of flower and the reproductive part. So, then these specialized organ of propagation often have vegetative bursts which develops into shoots. So, like first we will talk about the vegetative reproduction by stem. So, you can see here the stem tubers. So, what is basically stem tubers? This is the swollen end of a special underground stem and it arises from the axil of lower leaf, becomes swollen with heavy store of food material, and it has on its surface a number of eyes that grow into buds, and potato is the example of stem tubers. Then runners. The most common example is grass. So the runner arises as an axillary bud and it creeps horizontally some distance away from the mother plant, right? Then strikes root at the node and grow into new plant. So it may break off from the mother plant and grows as independent plant. For example, strawberries, and I already given one more example, that is grass. So these two are the example of runners. Now, vegetative propagation by roots. So students, like sweet potato, dahlia, so these roots have food stored in them. So if root tuber of sweet potato is cut into pieces and sown in well prepared soil, a new plant can be produced. Now, next topic is vegetative propagation by leaves. Students, the best example of this is bryophyllum leaves. Students, in bryophyllum leaves, the bud is present in the margin. So, if a leaf of this plant falls on a moist soil, so each bud can give rise to a new plant. Now, in this image, you can see the bud at the margin from where the new plant can arise. Now, the next topic is artificial means of vegetative propagation. So, students, what is the artificial propagation? the man has taken advantage of vegetative mode of propagation in plants and adapted them to his use in gardens and nurseries. So these man-made methods are called artificial propagations. So these are of different types like cutting, grafting. So basically, first I will explain you about cutting. This is a simple procedure in which a healthy young branch of a plant like rose and sugar cane, right, having nodes and internodes, is cut off, right? You can see here cutting plant with node, point, then point in the soil. Then it produce roots and grow into a new plant. Now you can see here planted roots produce new shoot. So this is the method of cutting. Now grafting. So in grafting, like sometime two plants are joined together so that both of them can provide the desired characteristics to the new plant. One plant remains rooted into the ground, right, which is called the stalk. Now you can see here this is called stalk, right, and provide the essential nutrients and water, while the other plant stamp is attached to it. In this way a new plant develop, right, that is the another plant stamp is called cycle. So for example apples, like we can grow apple through the grafting method. Now next topic is budding. Now student, what is budding? Budding, it is a type of asexual reproduction which mostly occur in yeast. Yeast is a fungus that is a microscopic and unicellular, right? Then it takes place under normal conditions when the yeast cells grow in sugar solution and each cell produces one or more tiny outgrowth that is called buds, and these buds increases in size. So you can see here when these buds increases the size, the nucleus which is divided one of them and passes on to each bud. So these buds ultimately cut off from the parent cells and released as an independent identical copy of the parent. Now budding may be repeated resulting in the formation of one or more chains of a bead-like cells. You can see here chain of yeast cells, or this one is the separated yeast cell from the parent body. So in this way budding takes place in the yeast. Now next topic is fragmentation. Students, fragmentation, for example in Spirogyra. Spirogyra is it is a filamentous green algae which is reproduced rapidly by this asexual mode of reproduction on availability of nutrients in water. So the filament which break up into number of short segments due to either result of force of water current or friction. So now you can see each segment develops into complete organism and the process continues. So you have noticed such green algae which is covering ditches or ponds as a slimy green scum over a large area. So these are the Spirogyra. Now next topic is a spore formation. So in spore formation, like some plants contain spores that float in the air and causes asexual reproduction. A spore has a hard protective cover which protect it from unfavorable environment conditions like temperature and humidity. So as a result, the spores can travel long distance and survive for a long duration of time. So as soon as they find favorable condition such as moisture and nutrients, they germinate and form new plants. For example, moss and ferns. These are the example of spore formation. So thank you students and have a good day.